Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. This will be just a short, quick little upload. Maybe this might be able to help someone. This is not car related. So if you're looking for car content, maybe you don't want to watch this. This is home related. So we have a Ring camera doorbell, and I guess there's a pretty common issue with them where you would ring it and it'll ding your phone, but it don't actually ring your actual doorbell in your house. And we're having that problem. It wasn't so bad at first. It usually worked when you would hit it, but now over the last 2 or 3 months, it really just hasn't worked at all. So it turns out the solution to this is you need more voltage to get up to the camera to keep it charged, keep it running, and then be able to have enough to come back and send to the bell that's actually in your house to ring it. So to do that, I picked up this 24 volt transformer. So this is what was on the house. You see it's small, it's a little 16 volt one, and then this is the new big guy, 24 volt. See right there, it's 24 volt out. So if I put that in, then that should give us more power. Now as far as how that goes being installed, sorry about the light, I'm in my basement as you can probably tell, and it's unfinished and there's not a lot of light. So everyone should have a box in their house that looks something like this somewhere. They're not always in a box. Sometimes it's just a regular one panel box and this is bolted on top like this. In my case, this was mounted back in here behind it so you couldn't see it. But you should have this somewhere in your house if you have an existing doorbell. So I pulled this one out. It's pretty simple to wire in if you're familiar with any kind of electrical wiring. In home, you have your hot, which is black, your white, and then your ground, and they go there. So you're black to black, white to white, and green to copper underneath those twist offs. And then on here, this is where those red wires are plugged in. They were plugged in right there. So I'm just flip-flopping over to the new one, and then we'll see if that fixes our problem. So stay tuned. Okay, so got the new one mounted up physically. It just goes to, let me get my flashlight here and I'll show you. There's a little inside there, if you can see that. You just mounted it just in there like that. This is just how mine's mounted. Like I said, a lot of people's, they'll just be sitting on the front. So if you could picture maybe like this outlet here, it would just be sitting on the front. You just take it off. Right, then you put it back on. In this case, this is how this one's wired. So now I'm going to connect all these to their appropriate terminals and then put these back on, and we should be able to go test the system. Alright, so I've got it completely hooked back up. You can see the black wire going on the black set, the white on the white, the green on the copper. They're all wired back up. The leads are back on, going up to the button upstairs. Well, what used to be the button, now it's the Ring camera. So let's go test it out. Alright, so we're out front. We have it installed. We're going to test it out. My dogs are probably going to freak out, so let's just see what happens. And there they go. So that's it. That fixes the problem. Doing a little bit of reading online also, you can, that's usually the majority of the issue, and a lot of the symptoms are, and maybe it'll work intermittently or every once in a while when you'll get a buzz and it'll work. You also could have the problem where it's not working at all, but it has worked in the past. And that could be a number of different things. One of them is the whole unit just could use a reset. I actually did that to mine just to kind of start fresh with the new system installed. So you just take it off, and there's a large orange button on the back. You hold that in, I think it was like about 30 seconds, and it resets the whole system. You add it back in, and then it's good to go. Everything's working. I know these say they're rated for anywhere from I think 8 to 24 volts, I think is what the directions say. But anything below your standard 16, I think is where they struggle. There's just not enough power to power the camera itself and the chimes inside the house. I think what actually ends up happening most of the time is a standard one is 16 volt, and over time that starts to lose its voltage. So now mine wasn't as big of an issue, but I did another one at another house, and if you actually threw a multimeter on it, it was only reading like 14 volts, and that was absolutely causing the problem why it wasn't working. Just there wasn't enough power there to make it work. So that's just about it. I hope this helps somebody. See ya.